The radical left is a loosely affiliated movement of individuals and groups, yet it is organized and its agenda is orchestrated throughout the movement. All its players know the game plan, know who each other are, and support each other in their activities. Generally speaking, as would be expected of a secret combination, the left is a criminal conspiracy. It has crimes to hide, and its members protect themselves and each other from accountability. As political commentator Dan Bongino repeatedly says of the Spygate cabal, they all know each other and they all have something to hide. Though we cannot fully delve into the details of the radical left, it is a vast global conspiracy. We can provide a broad overview through some of its primary players. For those with eyes to see and ears to hear, the rest is in plain view. At the international level, there are numerous organizations that are aligned with the left and can be counted as part of the secret combination. We have already named several, including the United Nations and its subordinated organizations, such as the World Health Organization and UNESCO. In truth, with the United Nations clearly pushing a left-wing globalist and socialist agenda, all of its affiliates follow suit within their own spheres of influence. The most troubling organ of the UN is the International Court of Justice. According to the United Nations Charter, all member nations of the UN are parties to the ICJ. In theory, the court's jurisdiction is based upon consent. However, there is a provision in the Charter of the United Nations whereby an aggrieved party may seek enforcement of a judgment throughout the Security Council. In effect, the ICJ can, at times, supersede the sovereignty of a nation. Of course, nations on the Council, such as the United States, can veto any measures against them. Still, the basic impulse of the ICJ and the globalists at the United Nations is that all nations are within their compulsory jurisdiction. At the national level, political parties on the left comprise the highest level of players in the secret combination. After all, it is political parties that by their very nature seek power. Persons in these parties share the same views on how political power should be used. In the United States, it's the Democratic Party that is the prime mover of the conspiracy. Democrats have been the party of statism and tacit socialism at least since President Roosevelt's New Deal in the 1930s. The New Deal was statist in the sense that it dramatically increased the role of the government in the economy and embraced the concept of a government-regulated economy. It was also considered, in some respects, socialistic. Today's Democratic Party has become openly socialist. We have discussed the party's desire for governmental control of healthcare. However, the Democrats want even more socialism. Some are calling for a universal and guaranteed income, such as presidential candidate Andrew Yang.
All right, in a crowded field of 2020 Democratic candidates, Andrew Yang is standing out. The former tech executive wants to give every American over 18 a universal basic income of $1,000 per month. Why? Well, let's ask him. Andrew Yang, Democratic candidate for president, joins me now. Thank you very much for being with us. Universal basic income, $1,000 a month for everyone, including, say, Allison Camerata?
Yes, that's exactly right. And we need to make this move because we're in the midst of the greatest economic and technological transformation in the history of our country.
Secret combinations, by their very nature, using murder to get gain are criminal enterprises. The criminality of the Obama administration is in the process of being exposed for all to see. The administration, from top to bottom, used the power of the government to spy on, frame, and smear their enemies, and even tried to remove a sitting president. An angry Mark Levin, constitutional scholar, put it this way.
Barack Obama is one of the most corrupt presidents in history, certainly in modern history. Barack Obama. It was the Obama FBI that was spying on the Trump campaign. It was the Obama FBI that was spying on Carter Page. It was the Obama FBI that went after Michael Flynn. It was the Obama FBI that hid exculpatory information about Michael Flynn. It was the Obama FBI that lied to the FISA court. It was the Obama FBI that conspired to trigger the 25th Amendment against the President of the United States. And I looked at the leaks, and I knew they were coming from the FBI that were taking place. And I took 8 of them, one exhibit after another. And I said, and I meant it, there's espionage going on in this administration against Trump, against his campaign. I didn't have the specifics, but I knew enough to read what was going on. Those leaks were coming from the FBI.